Heaven is moving. Can you feel it? Not in whispers this time, but in a thunderous stirring that shakes the unseen realms and reaches the deepest chambers of your spirit. The voice of the Lord resonates now with authority, not with hesitation or gentle suggestion, but with the power of divine intent. You, chosen one, stand at a threshold. Prepare yourself, for the Lord, your God, is sending someone into your life. This is not random. This is not luck dressed as coincidence. This is divine orchestration, carved into time by the hand of the Almighty Himself. Every step you have taken, every moment of longing and waiting, has been observed. Archangel Michael has spoken, and his words echo beyond the confines of mere seconds. They reverberate across eternity. Your prayers, every sigh, every tear shed in secret, every ache buried beneath your resolve, have been heard in the throne room of the Most High. You asked, "When will I stop walking alone?" You cried, "When will someone truly see me, not to use me, not to abandon me, but to stand beside me in truth?" And now the answer is being delivered. This soul, handpicked by divine wisdom, refined through fire, entrusted with sacred keys, is being positioned for you at this very moment. They have endured storms that bent their spirit, but did not break it. They have felt sorrow, carried burdens far heavier than most could bear. And through it all, they have been prepared to meet you not as a threat, not as a challenge, but as a guardian of what is sacred within your heart. As Psalm 147, verse 3, reminds us, He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Your seasons of isolation, your long nights of unanswered longing, were never punishment. They were preparation. Every moment of loneliness, every door closed in frustration, every heartache that seemed to stretch endlessly before you, was by divine design. They served to ensure that no counterfeit could occupy the space reserved for your destined union. The shadows that lingered, the echoes of relationships that failed, the ghosts of connections that could not endure, all were never meant to remain. Now the shadows lift. Now the promise breathes. Heaven is releasing someone with keys, the keys to laughter that seemed lost, to trust that once felt impossible, to light that darkness could not diminish. Chosen one, if your spirit bears witness, if something within you stirs at this moment, let it be known. Type Amen in the comments. Declare it aloud in your heart. Let your agreement with heaven resound. Stay with me through this message, for together we will close in prayer, sealing what is being released with holy fire. This is not a casual word. This is confirmation etched long ago in the heart of God. The timing is precise. Your spirit is ready, not broken, not forgotten, positioned and aligned. Heaven does not dispatch its treasures into hearts still caught in chaos. The Most High waits for readiness, for alignment. You are not late. You are exactly on time. Every trial you endured, every silent tear, every season of isolation was sacred preparation. The fire you walked through did not destroy you. It refined you. Your name has been whispered in the halls of the divine. Your quiet endurance has been witnessed by the Holy Spirit, and now the one prepared to walk beside you has been released. They will arrive not cloaked in deception, not wrapped in charm or illusion, but in truth. Their presence will not demand your energy. It will restore it. Their loyalty will need no testing. It will be proven. Their love will not be hurried. It will manifest through patience, through peace, through steady alignment with heaven's rhythm. When they come, it will not feel like the beginning of something new. It will feel like remembering something eternal. For long before time clothed your soul in flesh, heaven wrote your name side by side with theirs. The pain of the past, the sudden betrayals, the friendships that crumbled, the relationships that drained you, they were not punishments, they were protections. The hand of God guarding the sacred space your destiny partner would one day occupy. The void their absence left was intentional, carved by divine wisdom, ensuring that no counterfeit could infiltrate. You will not need to strive to be seen by this person. They will recognize you, your essence, your truth, your divine design. You will not need to dim your light to meet them. They were created to shine alongside it. They will not demand that your guard remain up. They will pray with you, not merely for you. Where others competed, they will collaborate. Where others dismissed your calling, they will honor it. This is the difference between a connection born of flesh and one born of covenant. You have asked, does anyone truly see me? The answer has already been set in motion. Someone is coming who will perceive the depth of you, hear the silence as well as the laughter, value the gifts you carry and the sacred core you hold. This is not merely love. It is divine alignment. The low hum in your spirit, the restlessness you have felt, the anticipation that has stirred in the quiet of your soul, is heaven's whisper, the closing of doors, the fading conversations, the sudden quiet from those once trusted. All of it has been part of the clearing. The Most High is making space so that when this person enters, you will not miss them, you will know. The blessing of the Lord makes rich without sorrow. Proverbs 10:22. You are being led not into confusion, but into clarity. The peace that will enter with this person will be unmistakable, not through beauty or charm or performance, but because your soul will recognize the peace of God resting upon them. This is not coincidence. This is not a fleeting encounter. This is a divine appointment, ordained and unfolding in real time. Heaven has spoken. Your name has been called. The one who comes will not complete you, for you are already whole. They will walk with you because together you were always meant to move forward. Breathe deeply, chosen one, for the atmosphere around you is shifting. What once felt distant is drawing near. The silence you mistook for absence was heaven in motion, preparing something greater than your hopes dared to imagine. Archangel Michael speaks again, gentle, yet with authority. The one who comes will carry the essence of home, not a home built by hands, but the kind your spirit has long remembered. When they arrive, your soul will not panic, your mind will not race. Peace will rise like morning light after a long, cold night. That is how you will know heaven does not send chaos, it sends rest. It does not send confusion, it sends clarity. The one approaching has been anointed with a mark unmistakable in the realms above, fragrant with divine timing. Their arrival is neither rushed nor delayed. It is perfectly appointed. The wait, though long, was never withholding. God was guarding you from those who could only love the surface, never touch the spirit. While you wondered if the world had forgotten you, the Lord was shaping something holy, preparing a vessel for the purpose of your union. Michael reveals that even now, this person senses a pull, a stirring in their spirit. Though they may not yet know your name, they have tried to settle where they were never meant to remain, have tasted connection without finding peace. And just as your spirit has longed, they are now being directed toward the one prepared for them by the hand of the Almighty. This is not romantic fantasy, this is destiny. Two stories have been unfolding, two lives carved by separate seasons, refined by storms, growing stronger in parallel. Now those stories are preparing to converge. When they do, the impact will bless not only you both, but ripple outward into every area touched by your lives. This is no ordinary union. This is divine alignment. Two are better than one, for they have a good return for their labor. Ecclesiastes 4, 9-10. Where you have grown weary, they will bring strength. Where you have felt overlooked, they will see. Where you have carried your calling alone, they will stand shoulder to shoulder, magnifying purpose and multiplying impact. The delay, the long seasons of waiting, were never forgotten. They were sacred preparation. Every trial, every tear, every heartbreak was forming both of you for this sacred convergence. This is why heaven's timing is perfect. This is why the fire, refined rather than consumed. This is why your story is unfolding now. Beloved, the moment you have longed for, whispered over in your prayers, written into the secret chambers of your soul, is now approaching. Do not mistake the quiet for absence or the delay for denial. Heaven does not orchestrate divine encounters in haste, and the timing of this sacred union has been measured with infinite wisdom, with patience that surpasses all human understanding. Every soul that passed through your life but could not remain was never a failure or a mistake. They were divine instruments, echoing a lesson, clearing space, removing what was counterfeit so that nothing could occupy the place prepared for this true covenant. Archangel Michael has declared it. The one who comes is appointed, refined, and positioned. Their spirit resonates on a frequency that mirrors yours. They will not need to hunt for your attention, nor will you need to bend or break to meet their expectations. In their presence, your spirit will breathe freely. Your soul will recognize its reflection, not in perfection, but in authenticity. This is the way heaven works. It does not impose, it aligns. It does not force, it harmonizes. And what is arriving for you is not superficial or temporary. It is the culmination of preparation, of waiting, of divine orchestration that spans far beyond what your eyes can see or your mind can comprehend. You were never overlooked. You were never forgotten. Every tear, every sigh, every night spent wrestling with longing was a note in the symphony of your destiny. The heavens have been tuning both your heart and the heart of the one appointed to walk beside you, and now the crescendo is near. The one being released into your life carries more than presence. They carry purpose. Their steps are guided by a hand unseen, moving them through invisible paths that align with yours. They have been tested, molded by trials, refined by loss, and strengthened by seasons of solitude, so that when they arrive, they will meet you not as someone seeking fulfillment, but as someone equipped to walk in covenant with your soul. Every time they faced heartbreak, it deepened their capacity for tenderness. Every season of waiting stretched their patience. Every challenge carved into them a wisdom that now prepares them for the sacred responsibility of this connection. They are not perfect, beloved, but they are whole. They are not flawless, but they are faithful. Heaven does not send perfection. It sends alignment. The love they bring will not demand. It will restore. It will not test. It will affirm. It will not compete. It will collaborate. Where the world has offered conditional affection, where human hearts have faltered and faltered again, this union carries the unshakable weight of divine intention. You will recognize it instantly, not because it will dazzle or overwhelm, but because it will bring a calmness, a certainty, a homecoming to your soul that you may have thought was only a dream. The peace that will accompany their presence will be unmistakable because it originates in the source of all peace. It will feel like truth in the midst of chaos, like warmth in a long, cold night, like rest after a season of endless striving. Every part of you that has longed for love, that has been patient in the shadows, that has questioned if it would ever arrive, will finally understand what it has been waiting for. The timing was not wrong. The delay was necessary. Every closed door, every departed soul, every season of silence and seeming abandonment was part of a sacred design to prepare both of you, individually, to recognize one another in totality, without distraction, without compromise, without counterfeit. This is the moment the heavens have whispered about since the beginning, and it is now unfolding before your very spirit. And yet, beloved, understand this clearly. Arrival does not mean completion. The one coming is not arriving to fill emptiness or erase past pain. They will not come to heal wounds you have refused to face, nor to replace the calling that has always burned in your heart. They are coming to stand beside you, to magnify the purpose God has planted within you, to mirror the light you already carry. Your wholeness was never contingent on another. It has always been inherent. This union, sacred and ordained, will amplify what God has already begun. Where you have been weary, they will bring strength. Where you have struggled in doubt, they will remind you of your faith. Where you have carried burdens alone, they will lift, share, and magnify the weight in a way that glorifies God's design. They are not a savior, and you are not a damsel in need. You are both warriors, refined by fire, called to walk side by side, not merely to experience love, but to reflect the covenantal faithfulness of heaven in a world that has often grown weary of waiting, of believing, of trusting. This is why the Lord has been meticulous in preparation. The sacred cannot be rushed, and the holy cannot be paired with haste. Every season of pain, every disappointment, every person who walked away too soon, every moment you felt unseen, all of it was clearing the path for this divine alignment. And now, Michael speaks with clarity. The path is clear. The alignment is being released. The one appointed is being positioned. The heavens are moving. And as they move, so too must your heart, your mind, your spirit rise to meet them in readiness, in faith, in expectation, not in fear, not in doubt, not in comparison, but in full awareness of what God has ordained, beloved. Hear this: the one coming will recognize you without hesitation. They will not require performance, manipulation, or pretense. They will see you fully, in all your light, in all your complexity, in all the beauty and scarred strength that God has woven into your being. You will not need to shrink or hide, to dim or disguise, to modify the essence of your soul to be received. They are appointed to align with the entirety of who you are. And just as you have been refined, so have they. Their presence will carry peace that surpasses understanding, patience that steadies the spirit, wisdom that resonates with truth, and loyalty that reflects the heart of God. You will experience a love that builds, that multiplies, that collaborates, that restores. This love will not demand, but it will call forth the best in you because it is safe enough for your spirit to flourish. You will feel it in small moments, a glance, a quiet word, a shared silence. The familiarity will strike not because you have met before, but because your souls have always known each other. This is recognition, resonance, alignment, a covenant that transcends time and space. And when they arrive, you will not question, you will not doubt, you will not need signs or confirmations, because your spirit has already recognized the truth. Heaven does not send confusion, and heaven does not orchestrate collisions that leave souls disoriented. What is coming carries clarity, purpose, and rest. What is coming has been prepared for you since before the foundations of the world, written long before the breath of life filled your lungs, whispered over you in eternity past. And as you read, as you hear this word, as your spirit engages with the truth it carries, know that the shift has already begun. Even now, in the unseen, steps are being directed, hearts are being awakened, conversations are being stirred. Small movements in the natural realm are the echoes of divine orchestration. Every detail, every timing, every nuance is being aligned to bring forth a sacred union that honors both hearts, magnifies both purposes, and glorifies the Creator above all. Do not fear that it will not match the image you have held in your mind. Heaven does not operate by human imagination. It operates by alignment and divine frequency. The one coming may not wear the face you imagined, may not speak the exact words you expected, may not arrive with the superficial charm that passes for love in the world, but they will resonate perfectly with the rhythm of your soul. Their faith, their presence, their integrity, their loyalty, their love will echo what heaven has always intended for you. This is covenant, not convenience. This is alignment, not accident. This is sacred, not superficial. You have asked for love. The Lord has answered. You have prayed for partnership. Heaven has moved. The wait, the preparation, the pruning, the refinement, all of it has been sacred. And now the appointed one is being released. Your role is to receive, to recognize, to align your heart with the truth that is already unfolding. Do not let fear of the past distort your perception. Do not let wounds of yesterday block the reception of what has been orchestrated in eternity. What is coming is not a replay of loss. It is the arrival of fulfillment, the manifestation of promise, the tangible presence of divine orchestration. Your eyes, your heart, your spirit will recognize it immediately, because this is not new. It is a remembrance of what heaven has long intended, a reflection of eternal design, a sacred resonance that has been echoing across your soul since the moment of your creation. Beloved, as the story of your waiting reaches its sacred turning point, understand this: every season of solitude, every door that closed, every hand that withdrew, every tear that fell unseen, was a preparation for what is now being released. Heaven has been patient with the timing, meticulous with the alignment, intentional with the purification, and deliberate with the planting of both hearts, so that when the appointed one arrives, the resonance will be immediate, undeniable, and unmistakable. This is not romance as the world defines it, fleeting and superficial, but a covenant of purpose, a partnership of souls, a reflection of divine intention that carries within it the power to magnify your calling, restore your joy, and ignite the fullness of your destiny. The one coming will not seek to complete you because you are already whole. Rather, they will walk beside you, carrying their own wholeness, their own purpose, their own sacred calling, in alignment with yours, forming a union that transcends mere companionship and enters the realm of destiny fulfilled. Every moment of waiting has been part of a sacred choreography, moving unseen, arranging events, shaping hearts, refining spirits, so that the encounter you're about to experience will not be accidental, but ordained. Archangel Michael declares this with authority. What is coming has been set apart from the beginning, refined through fire, tested in storms, softened by loss, and polished by patience. They will not arrive shrouded in deception or dressed in illusions. Their loyalty will be proven, their faithfulness evident, their love tangible, their presence a sanctuary for your soul. You will not have to shrink, adjust, or diminish your light to accommodate them. Instead, they will mirror it, magnify it, honor it, and stand beside it. Where you have felt unseen, they will see you fully. Where you have felt unheard, they will listen deeply. Where you have carried burdens alone, they will lift alongside you, not as a rescuer, but as a covenant partner walking in rhythm with your spirit, reflecting heaven's design in every word, every gesture, every act of faith, and every moment of unwavering presence. The arrival of this soul is more than companionship. It is an awakening, a divine confirmation, a sacred recognition of all that you have endured, all that you have persevered through, and all that you have been patiently cultivating in alignment with heaven's will. The past seasons of waiting were not punishment, but preparation. They were the crucible that strengthened your spirit, sharpened your discernment, and tuned your heart to recognize the frequency of heaven's truth. You are being invited, beloved, not simply to receive love, but to participate in a covenant that multiplies light, amplifies purpose, and demonstrates the faithfulness of God in tangible, living form. The one being sent will not compete for attention, nor demand affection, nor manipulate for gain. They will carry gifts of faith, wisdom, and spiritual insight that complement your own, forming a partnership where both of you are fortified, empowered, and aligned with divine intention. Their presence will calm your storms, anchor your spirit, and reflect back the goodness that God has long placed within you. This union is not rushed, not hurried, not accidental. It is the deliberate unfolding of heaven's plan, orchestrated with infinite care and patience, prepared with divine wisdom, and timed with precision, that only the Almighty can achieve. The delays, the unanswered prayers, the seasons of solitude, the relationships that fell apart or never took root. They were all part of the clearing, the preparation, and the alignment of both hearts. Every counterfeit that once threatened to settle into your life has been removed, and now the space is holy, sacred, and ready to receive what is authentic, true, and eternal. This is why your waiting has been so essential, why your endurance has been noticed, and why your faith has been tested. It is because heaven does not send treasures into hearts unprepared. It waits for alignment, readiness, and clarity. And now, beloved, the clarity is here. The alignment is manifest. The appointed one is being released, and every element of this encounter has been rehearsed, orchestrated, and purified by divine hands. As you prepare to receive this covenant, understand that it is not merely emotional, it is spiritual, prophetic, and eternal. It will transcend superficiality, bypass distraction, and penetrate to the very core of your being. Where the world often defines love by appearance, performance, or transient connection, this covenant will be defined by integrity, fidelity, faithfulness, and spiritual resonance. You will not have to chase, convince, or test it, because it will flow naturally, effortlessly, and harmoniously, as if the rhythm of your souls has been waiting to meet in perfect synchrony. You will recognize it in the stillness, in the peace, in the subtle assurances that your spirit perceives long before your mind can articulate. This is the fulfillment of every prayer whispered in the quiet of night, every longing spoken silently into the heavens, every desire for connection that transcends the superficial and reaches into the eternal. The one approaching carries not just affection, but spiritual keys, prophetic insight, hands that will steady you, prayers that will intercede for you, and presence that will nurture the deepest, most sacred parts of your heart. Their love will be safe, not threatening. It will honor your boundaries, not breach them. It will amplify your calling, not diminish it. They are appointed to mirror your faith, strengthen your vision, and walk alongside you in a way that reflects heaven's covenantal design. Together, you will not only experience love, you will witness purpose fulfilled, destinies intertwined, and spiritual legacies ignited. This is not a fleeting moment of emotional satisfaction. It is a deliberate, holy intersection where divine timing meets human readiness, where prayers are answered, and where covenant is manifested. And even as you read, even as you hear this word, the heavens are stirring, steps are being directed, hearts are being awakened, and encounters are being prepared that will forever shift the course of your life. Archangel Michael is not simply whispering. He is declaring with authority that the release has begun, that the appointed one is on their way, that the season of waiting has ended, and that the covenant of purpose, alignment, and love is about to unfold before your very eyes. Beloved, let this truth settle deep within your soul. What is coming is not ordinary. It will not resemble the fleeting, shallow connections you have known. It will not arrive with confusion, uncertainty, or mixed signals. It will carry clarity, peace, stability, and divine order. The one sent to you has been refined through fire, tempered by experience, strengthened in patience, and polished in faith, so that when they arrive, they will meet you not with neediness or expectation, but with integrity, wholeness, and alignment. Every aspect of this union has been considered, every detail meticulously arranged, every timing perfected. The heavens have watched, the angels have moved, and the very throne of God has declared it. This connection is sacred, set apart, and infused with eternal significance. You will not need to wonder if it is real, because your spirit will recognize it immediately. The familiarity will be unmistakable, the peace undeniable, the confirmation unmistakable. It will feel like home, not the kind of home made by bricks and mortar, but the kind of home your soul has been longing for, the kind that carries rest, safety, belonging, and divine resonance. You will not be required to compromise your light or diminish your gifts. Instead, your essence will be celebrated, honored, and cherished. This is covenant love, designed by heaven, refined in eternity, and now released in time. And as it unfolds, you will understand that every moment of waiting, every heartbreak, every closed door, and every silent prayer was part of a divine preparation for the magnitude of what is now being unveiled. Your obedience, patience, and faithfulness have not been unnoticed. Heaven has seen, heaven has prepared, and heaven now delivers. And so, beloved, as you read these words, as your spirit resonates with the truth, understand that the call is now to step fully into alignment, to prepare your heart, mind, and spirit, to clear the space for what is holy, and to rise into the fullness of what has already been ordained. Begin to live as if the covenant has already arrived. Nurture your soul, honor your calling, maintain your peace, cultivate faithfulness, and remain steadfast in purpose. Let your daily life reflect the worth you now know is yours. Let your actions echo readiness, your thoughts align with expectation, and your prayers synchronize with divine intention. Release what has been holding you back: old wounds, unhealed pain, limiting beliefs, doubt, fear, and disappointment, and make room for the fullness of heaven's blessing. Forgive, release, and step forward in trust, knowing that the one appointed for you will meet you in alignment with your wholeness. not your brokenness, and when they arrive, you will recognize them without question, embrace them without hesitation, and walk together without fear, because this is not an ordinary union, but a covenantal fulfillment, a divine orchestration, and a sacred reflection of God's eternal love and purpose. Your prayers have been heard, your waiting acknowledged, and your covenant is now being released. Rejoice, beloved, for the one your soul has been waiting for is near. Stand in faith, rise in purpose, and prepare to receive the fullness of heaven's promise, for the time of fulfillment has arrived, beloved. Lift your eyes and behold what God is doing. The long seasons of patience, the silent cries, the nights of tears, the moments of despair, all of it has converged into this sacred moment. The one appointed to walk beside you has been released, guided by heaven, prepared in spirit, and aligned in destiny. They will enter, not to alter your essence, but to honor it, not to complete your soul, but to reflect it, not to compete with your calling, but to amplify it. Every step, every breath, every decision that brought you here was part of this divine orchestration. The heavens have moved, the angels have gone before you, and the covenantal promise is unfolding. Your role now is to receive, recognize, and rejoice, stand firm in faith, open in spirit, and ready in expectation, for what is coming is sacred, holy, and eternal. Amen.